10 years ago, at 43 years old, I had nothing but a $2,000 emergency fund and was working a dead-end corporate job, living paycheck to paycheck. Today, I run 7-figure businesses and own numerous rental properties. And I've tested dozens of strategies and failed at most of them, so I know what actually works. And I just put $50,000 into real estate and another $50,000 into a Shopify business, and the results shocked me. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which path is right for you. But first, make sure to smash that subscribe button because 87% of you watching aren't subscribed yet, and it really helps the channel grow. Before we reveal which investment shocked me the most, let's break down what you're really getting into with each option. The pros of real estate investing. First up, let's talk about cash flow potential. Real estate can generate monthly passive income through rental payments. And with a typical rental property, you might see 8 to 12% annual returns through a combination of rental income and property appreciation. And the beauty here is that your tenants are essentially paying off your mortgage while you build equity. And next, we have appreciation over time. Historically, real estate appreciates at about 3 to 5% annually, though this varies dramatically by location. And in hot markets, we've actually seen 15 to 20% annual appreciation, though that's definitely not sustainable long term. Now, here's where real estate really shines, the tax advantages. You can depreciate the property value, deduct mortgage insurance, property taxes, repairs, and even travel expenses related to property management. And these tax benefits can significantly boost your actual returns. Now, I actually got away with writing off some four-wheelers for property surveying one year, but careful, always consult with the tax professional so you don't get your butt in an orange jumpsuit and thrown in the pokey. Now, finally, leverage opportunities. You can control a $300,000 property with just $60,000 down. And this 5-to-1 leverage ratio means your returns are amplified. But remember, so are your risks. But let's talk about the downsides. And first, there's a high barrier to entry. You need substantial upfront capital. Between down payments, closing costs, inspections, and immediate repairs, you're looking at $50,000 to $100,000 minimum for most investment properties. Then there are the liquidity issues. Real estate is incredibly illiquid. If you need cash quickly, you can't just sell a property overnight. The selling process takes months and involves significant transaction costs. You've also got management headaches to deal with. Late night calls about broken pipes, difficult tenants, vacancy periods, and constant maintenance issues. Even with property management, you're still ultimately responsible for everything. And finally, there's market risk. Real estate markets can crash. Just ask anyone who invested in 2007. Property values can decline, leaving you underwater on your mortgage. Now, those real estate challenges might sound scary, but wait until you hear about the Shopify business model, because the barriers to entry are completely different, but so are the potential pitfalls. Now, let's look at the pros of running a Shopify business. First up, low startup costs. You can literally start a Shopify business for under $1,000. That includes your domain, hosting, initial inventory through drop shipping, and basic marketing budget. And compare that to real estate's 6-figure entry point. Next, you get global market access. Your potential customer base is 4.8 billion internet users worldwide. You're not limited by geographic location like real estate investors are. Then there's scalability. Once you find a winning product and marketing strategy, you can scale rapidly. Going from $1,000 to $10,000 in monthly revenue might take just weeks, not years. You also have automation potential. With the right systems, much of your business can run automatically. Automated email sequences, social media scheduling, inventory management, and customer service chatbots. And finally, there's flexibility and freedom. You can run your business from anywhere with an internet connection. No property management companies, no tenant calls, no geographic restrictions. But Shopify businesses have their downsides too. First, there's intense competition. You're competing with millions of other online stores, including Amazon, which I will compare in another video. And also, product differentiation and marketing become crucial and expensive. Then you've got rising marketing costs. Facebook and Google ads are getting more expensive every year. Customer acquisition costs can easily eat 30 to 50% of your profits. And there's also no guaranteed income. Unlike rental properties with lease agreements, e-commerce income can fluctuate wildly. You might make 20 grand one month and $500 the next. And you're also dealing with platform dependency. You're at the mercy of Shopify, Facebook, Google, and other platforms. Algorithm changes or policy updates can destroy your business overnight. And this is absolutely why it's crucial to build your email list from day one. And again, this subject I'll definitely reserve for a future video. And finally, there are inventory and fulfillment challenges. Managing inventory, shipping, returns, and customer service can become overwhelming as you scale. Okay, so both options have serious pros and cons, but here's where it gets really interesting. The actual results from my real world comparison that nobody talks about. So let me break down my real estate investment first. I invested $50,000 as a down payment on a $250,000 rental property in Plano, Texas. And here's what happened. My monthly rental income was $2,200. And I know it was just shy of my 1% rule I always preach, but sometimes you just gotta fudge it. My monthly expenses, including mortgage, taxes, insurance, and maintenance, came to $1,800. That gave me a net monthly cash flow of $400 or $4,800 annually. The property also appreciated 8% in year one, which added $20,000 to my returns. So my total first year return was $24,800. That's a 49.6% return on my initial investment. Now for this Shopify business, I invested that same $50,000 into my New Lifespan Brain and Energy Shopify store. And here's how I broke it down. $15,000 for the initial setup and inventory, $25,000 for marketing and advertising, $5,000 for tools, apps, and miscellaneous expenses, and $5,000 in working capital. And after 1 year, here were my results. I generated $180,000 in total revenue. My cost of goods sold was $72,000, marketing costs were $54,000, and other expenses came to $18,000. That left me with a net profit of $36,000, a 72% return on my investment. Now, here's the shocking part. While the Shopify business had higher returns, here's what really surprised me. The real estate investment required about 5 hours of work per month, while the Shopify business demanded 40 to 50 hours per week, especially in the first 6 months. So, when you calculate hourly returns, here's what happens. Real estate gave me $24,800 divided by 60 hours, which equals $413 per hour. The Shopify business gave me $36,000 divided by 2,000 hours, which equals just $18 per hour. This completely changed my perspective on both investment types. But here's the thing. These results don't tell the whole story. The real decision comes down to your specific situation. And I'm about to give you the exact action steps for whichever path fits your life. If you choose the real estate path, here's what you need to do. Step 1, education and market research. Spend 2 to 3 months learning. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad, the book on rental property investing, and join local real estate investment groups. Research your target markets thoroughly. Step 2, build your financial foundation. You'll need excellent credit. I'm talking 720 or higher, stable income, and cash reserves. Save for your down payment plus 6 months of expenses and property reserves. Step 3, build your team. Find a reliable real estate agent who works with investors, a good accountant familiar with rental property taxes, and a property manager, and trusted contractors. And step 4, start small. Consider house hacking. Buy a duplex, live in one unit, rent the other. This reduces your initial investment and lets you learn property management gradually. Now, if you choose Shopify, here's your action plan. Step 1, market and product research. Use tools like Google Trends, Facebook Audience Insights, and Amazon bestsellers to identify trending products in your underserved niches. Step 2, validate before you build. Create simple landing pages and run small ad campaigns to test demand before investing in inventory. And step 3, set up your systems. Choose your Shopify plan, design your store, or hire someone to do it. Set up payment processing and establish supplier relationships. And step 4, master one marketing channel. Don't try everything at once. Pick Facebook ads, Google ads, or TikTok marketing and become excellent at one before expanding. And now, before you make your final decision, there's one crucial factor that most people completely overlook, and it could make or break your success. So how do you decide which path is right for you? Choose real estate if you have substantial capital. And we're talking 50 grand or more available to invest. And choose it if you prefer more predictable passive income. And if you're comfortable with debt and leverage. If you want tax advantages and forced savings through equity building. If you don't mind being tied to specific geographic markets. And if you have patience for long-term wealth building. Choose Shopify if you have limited startup capital but more time to invest. Choose it if you enjoy marketing, creativity, and problem solving. If you want location independence and flexibility. And if you're comfortable with income volatility. And if you can handle the stress of active business management. And if you want faster potential returns, though remember, with higher risk. Here's what I'm actually doing. The hybrid approach, baby. I'm using my existing affiliate marketing business and Shopify profits to fund real estate investments. The e-commerce business generates quick cash flow, which then I use for the real estate down payments to build long-term wealth. The truth is, there's no universal better choice between real estate and Shopify businesses. It depends entirely on your capital, risk tolerance, time availability, and personal preferences. What shocked me wasn't just the returns. It was realizing that the best investment is the one you'll actually stick with and execute properly. Real estate rewards patience and systematic thinking. E-commerce rewards creativity and adaptability. And if you want to dive deeper into more strategy, well, check out one of these videos around here somewhere, and I'll see you in the next one.